Hello there everyone, this is Neko here, getting ready to play Hydroneer. So, I learned something, and I'll catch you up for the third flippin' time. So, if the devs end up seeing this video, please fix the lag problem. So, when I've did this, I discovered I had so many gems in here that it was causing a severe lag. I went and tried to crush it, and as you can see, this new setup I have that requires electricity and water starts popping the gems like popcorn all over the place. And it doesn't compress them. It seems there's some bugs with it or some issues with it. In order to actually get it to work, you're gonna need to play with this a little bit, get it all shook around in there, and then compress it. However, just a word of warning, if you have this full beyond belief and you have any mines that are currently auto, as you can see here with this mess here, I had a huge backup on material here to the point my frames kept getting worse and worse and worse. Pretty soon I shut off all the machines and then saved the game, and well, as you can see, it exploded here. The problem is I had all of my settings on max and it crashed my game to the point I was worried that I was gonna lose this file. So now I finally managed to get all the settings turned down to absolute minimum, and instead of triggering it all at once, I basically stood back here and just did this. Creeped until, as you can see how these are slowly coming one by one, I just kept doing this slowly and slowly until finally I got enough of it out of the way to, well, get my game back. So they did a farming update, and that's mostly what I'm gonna be focused on, but I just wanted to give you a word of warning. If you got any mines currently going and active, and you see any current piles stuck, shut off all production and just save the game. Stand far back as possible, turn all your settings down, and just slowly creep up and knock it a tiny bit loose at a time. Otherwise, expect to lose your game. And even then, what I just told you may not even work. So they have some new vehicles. They have the little quad here, which is nice and all that. It's great for quick transportation and all that. I have my little fuel station there for vehicles and all that. Oh, and if there's anybody around, I want to show you something. The fun, they have NPCs, but there's some, here we are. There's something that's amusing that happens when you hit one of them. And it's gone! Home run! Super NPCs. I highly recommend be careful on ramming them. Actually, I'm not sure if that person's... as far as I can tell, they can't die, but if you just want to screw... Oh, yeah, there they are. They walked right up there. I think their pathing is a little screwed up because of that. But if you ever want to play soccer with NPCs, get on a vehicle and just ram them. Sometimes they'll go really far, sometimes they'll go very short. Now over here we have this new city place with all kinds of fun stuff here. Oop, we gotta stop. So they have these new coins introduced, tokens or whatever. This requires 2,680 tokens. I'm assuming they're going to eventually add in new farm zones instead of using the mines. They'll add in actual farm zones for this, because this is kind of stupid to use for small areas. They have greenhouses, which
Come have a
is
gander.
nice and all that, but in order to get going, which I already did, you're gonna need to come over
Come have a
here,
gander.
buy tomatoes, buy carrots, buy all this crud, this, that, chopping soup bowl for the hydro coins, or whatever. These are gonna be what's important. Once you start making tokens, you can move into, not these are aesthetics. Don't bother with these until you've actually got efficient. They have a sprinkler hook, which is going to be nice. I'll have to get one of those later, but for now, we'll have to wait on that. They have a stacker that cuts and compresses and all that fun stuff. They've got a hook here that cuts. This is where you get your crops to start growing the things. You need T-coins, watering can. This is kind of stupid. They should have made this cost coins, Hydro coins instead. Because if you just place the pipes, which I'll show you, you don't need this at all. Unless you just want it for roleplay, or if you have these, which allows you to have portable crops, which means you can take them anywhere you want. So now that I've showed you that all that, there's something else. I gotta find my map real quick, because there's a place you can sell crops. Oops, where the hell is my wheeler? I'll show you where you can sell your crops, because not everybody knows this or knows where to sell them. So
Hey
let's get in this. If you have a map, oh, here we are. See? Grocer. It buys food. You place the food on here, you sell it. Actually, I think it sells for coins, not tokens. I don't know. I could be wrong. I may actually have to check this out. If it works, then great. If not, then quests are kind of your only way of getting tokens. So over here we have the second vehicle. This needs a tiny bit of work, but it's great. As you can see from the right at specific angles, the ground is still kind of not perfectly flat. So I kind of wish this would take it and flatten the ground perfectly, like let's say right here or even here, but make sure all of it, like right here, is low. This would be nice if it could raise this all up. So here I went ahead and got myself this little setup. We got tomatoes, we got carrots, we got all this fun stuff, and we have our table, soup making, cleaver. We have this for grinding up vegetables and stuff. We got this for reaping plants. We have our soup thingy, which I might just have to go over here and get. We need to place this back in here. Oops. Okay. So your best bet is to create one of these setups with pipes, and you just simply let it drip onto the plants. That will allow you to grow them without any issues. So next we're gonna go fetch myself a cart. I'll see you once I'm back. Alright, we got a tomato, we've got the grocer. Oh, I wonder if that's a bug, because that says C, which means you're selling for coins. Yeah, hydro coin. Ew. Okay. So I guess you can't sell that. So currently your only way of making coins is with these guys. So the only thing you need to remember with this is who has the basically that just tells you how many you need to remember to put into a soup. So 17, 8, blah blah blah, this, that. And I think as the more quests you complete, the better, or the more higher tier things they're gonna call for. I don't know what carrots are used for, because so far it looks like everyone requires tomatoes. I don't know if these plants regrow. We'll find out as soon as we can. I'm assuming it's going to take about as long as it took to actually grow them, but who knows? And if we've got 17 of these, great. If not, then uh-oh. And I think I'm gonna have to expand this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm gonna have to make it 10, or have 20 tomatoes, and I'll leave the carrots as is. For now, let's just throw I'm gonna wait on the quest. We're gonna expand our farm because I don't feel like wasting coins. You need water and plop. Ooh, that one gave me 2. Sweet. That one gave me 2 also. Also, these combine and stack. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4. I assume you can go up to 10. We'll find out when I drop more of these in. Sweet. And then I'm gonna go replant more of these. Oops. Whee! Alright. Let's see. I think that's maxed out. I could be wrong. Yep. Impressive if it somehow ended up underneath instead of on top. Alright, so we have 10, 13. We're gonna have to get a lot more of these and start looking into quests. I'm gonna leave one of these up, and then I'm gonna plant the rest. But first I'm gonna expand this out. So we're gonna need 1 T and an elbow. We'll move that elbow over, and then we'll get that. So 5, 10, 15. We need 15, 16, I think 17 more T's. So we'll go grab ourselves some T's, and then we'll plant more of these and all that fun stuff. The reason why I have this here is for sprinklers, which is going to be later on. Until then, we're going to have to just deal with this. So let's turn that off. Okay, so I'm going to go fetch up about 17 more T's and expand my tomato farm to about 20 plants. So I guess I'll be back in a little bit again. Now we have this all set up. We can come in and dig right where all the water plots. And then we can plant. And then after that, if these grow before these other plants, then that means you have to chop them down and replant them. Which means you're going to either have to keep an eye on your money, or you're going to have to give some of those plants to the harvesters. So we now have enough spots, hopefully. Throw that in. We're going to grab this. We're going to plant and see how fast these come out. I think I may have to lift this up about 1 or 2 higher. If you click and hold this, you can move it around until you find one of these spots like that. Or you can just click and aim like that and just be like, ta-da. Okay, so that's all proof. So we need 5 more in there. And then after that, we'll be good to go. Dang it, only got 3. Okay, well, There we go. Now we're gonna grow those, and if, depending on how things go, I'm gonna probably grab 2 more elbows, one to lift up, one to go over, so I can walk under this and plant these down like I need. And then I'll probably grab another set, because some of these quests require almost 20 tomatoes, which means I'd only be able to complete one. If I want to be able to complete multiple, I need to be able to, let's say, theoretically, complete 20 quests, 20 tomato quests. So for now, let's hope that these regrow. If they don't, well, then that means you have to chop, plant seeds, manage your seeds. Okay, let's go to our little place. I'm gonna have to bring a bed over here to sleep, so I think if I can, I'm gonna load a bed onto this, drive back, and then test. Oh, and I've been crashing a lot, so with this new update, I highly recommend saving at points you think are important. And he's good. Oh, wow. He almost landed right next to the other guy. Impressive. I kind of want to turn this into a sport. And if you're in need of lights, since the torches aren't that good and they need work, you can always come up to here and buy... Not that. Actually, this would be nice because... What the hell is this? Logic repeater? When placed down, outputs a logic of 1 every second. Huh. I may need this for the stupid gem whatever thingy. Not that. Not that. This, the logic gem compressor. Wait, does that not... Oh yeah, it still takes water. But if you come over here, you can grab this logic light hook, and you can set it to enter the bright white, and it will actually show a decent amount of light. Alright. Let's get back. Let's get a bed. And I'm gonna have to look into making a place for whatever the hell you call it. Make a farm place. And I may buy some planters and stuff just for looks. We're gonna need one of these. 190, that's expensive, but I mean, it's, after a certain point, you start making, what is it? Millions of coins. I've got a $1 million gold bar, $1 million iron bar. I've got $1 million, $1.5 million, almost 2 million right here. So technically, this is actually cheap. Okay, we got the bed, and we'll drive on back. Oh, and they seem to have more plans and updates planned with the logic, or not logic, but the hooks or whatever. There was some that would clean the dirt. They provided no purpose, since they have this one stupid things, or whatever the hell you call it. Let's go to sleep. So they took them out temporarily. So they might be back later on, but for now, these plants are growing. I guess we'll have to wait and see for this. So I guess I'll see ya when either these plants have regrown or these plants have grown. We'll find out. I feel like there's a bug because only this one produced tomatoes so far. The rest have not produced anything. So I think it's a bug because the from here over should have produced something, but they haven't. Oh, never mind. There we go. Okay. So it's just taking forever. I was a little worried there. And maybe it's because this. Oops. That might be what's causing it. Oh, there we go. They're finally producing. I was a little worried there, like they weren't producing. These ones still haven't produced, and they've had the longest time. And these had a chance to regrow, so I think you have to harvest, cut the plants, make tomato seeds, plant the tomato seeds, and repeat. Because as far as I can tell, these should have grown by now. Because as you can see here, these are all producing now. Which means all of these are going to have to be chopped and all that. And I'm going to have to raise this up one level so that I can walk under it. As you can see, it's basically right here at my height. I can crouch down to get through, but I don't want to do that the entire time. Plus, I want to make it easy to grab my plants so I can just be like pick. And since these aren't reproducing and they've had the longest time, it looks like they don't regrow. Alright, well, we've got the nice little farm going. We've got this little setup here, which I need to improve upon so that I can walk under it and all that fun stuff. I need, as far as I can tell, the only tomatoes are being used. But if you enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. For now, if you want to see more of the series, you can always check out the in-screen credits that are coming up. If you want to be added on to my in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe, and I'll add you on after about 2-ish or so weeks. If you leave before I reach 1,000 though, I'll remove you off, because it's for people who gave me a chance. For now, if you want to see more games, check out my channel. And I'm gonna work on my little farm here and probably expand it out a little bit and show you. For now, I guess for now, bye bye and see you next time.